Hello! How do you improve your web page's ranking on Google search results? Let me show you how. First, we need to find an online template with a low SEO score and optimize it. Head over to W3 Schools and choose any random template. Let's go with this Co-Deal, a business website template. To check its current SEO score, copy its URL and head to pagespeed.web.dev. Paste the URL in the designated text field and click Analyze to explore the web page. There are two analysis modes here, mobile and desktop. You can check the analysis for either by clicking their respective tabs. Let's check the mobile results first. The performance score is 27%, accessibility is 64%, best practices is 91%, and SEO is 65%. It is not such a good score, isn't it? When you scroll down, you will notice what factors make this web page achieve low results, and there are suggestions on how to fix them. I won't explain each point in detail, but my focus today is showing you how to boost the SEO score for this page. When you observe the desktop results too, you will notice that the performance could be better. So let's download this template and work on it to boost the score. First, we will focus on improving the SEO section of our analysis results. Let's take a look at the errors. First, our web page needs a meta description. A meta description is a brief summary of a web page's content that appears in search results. It helps users understand the page's topic and decide whether to click. The ideal length for a meta description is 120 to 160 characters. So let's add a meta tag to our web page with the name attribute set to description and the content attribute set to our chosen phrase. We'll go with explore top quality services and products at Co-Deal Business Enterprise. Let our highly qualified staff serve you. Now check our new SEO analysis and see how we're doing. As you can see, our SEO score has increased to 85%, and the error description has disappeared. Let's address the second setback regarding SEO, the absence of descriptive text in links. Descriptive text is the text that is used in hyperlinks to convey the topic of the linked page. They help search engines understand a link's context and relevance. You can see the anchor tags being referred to when you expand this error. Texts that are not considered descriptive include click here, click this, read more, go, here, this, start, right here, more, learn more, among others. You get the point, don't you? So let's add clarifying text on the highlighted links. Use Ctrl+F to find them. We will replace the text with more on Co-Deal for this tutorial. But for good practice, always stay on track by using phrases that align with the page's content. Only resort to using the page's URL as the link description if there's a compelling reason, like directing to a new site address. Keep the descriptions concise, aiming for a few words or a short phrase. Also, please pay attention to the importance of refining your internal links. Improving their quality enhances navigation for users and search engines throughout your site. So let's update that and analyze our results again. As can be seen from the analysis, the SEO score has increased to 92%. We will now address the third issue, links not crawlable. This issue occurs when the link href tags are empty. Fortunately, the fix is simple. Add a hashtag followed by text to those links. Let me show you how. Use Ctrl+F to find these links, and replace them with hashtag followed by link text. After making this change, examine the page again and see our score. Congratulations! Your SEO score for this page is now 100%. It's easy to see that improving the SEO aspect has also positively affected other sections. The best practices section is now at 100%, accessibility has improved to 82%, and performance has risen to 74%. In the next step, we need to address the accessibility section of our website. Accessibility refers to designing sites easily accessible for all users, including people with disabilities. While coding, you can use extensions like Axe to ensure accessibility is taken care of. Let's install it and see how it works. Head to VS Code Navigate to Extensions and search for Axe. Install the Axe Accessibility Linter extension, and you'll see the problematic areas of your web page highlighted immediately after installation. Let's go through them individually and fix the issues. While you hover over them, you see the errors that need fixing. We must add a discernible text for this first link. To fix this, we can add a span tag with a class of SR only and a link description. Senior only is a special class that is used by screen readers. Notice that immediately after we added the text, the error vanished. The second one deserves this button to have discernible text too. We perform the same procedure as above. The third one is similar to the first one, but this is different. Since the link surrounds the image, the error emanates from the image element because its alt attribute is empty. We will not add a span tag with an SR-only class to fix this. Instead, we are going to set the alt attribute of this image. Let's put it to the website name, codeal. Do this to all the links surrounding a picture, and their alt attribute set to blank. But remember, this is only for illustration. The alt text for images should be meaningful to each image. This also happens to all the photos, ensuring they are each given unique alt attributes. This one is similar to the first one, using a SEO-only span. But since the link is the video play icon, set the text to play. Always ensure that the SEO-only span holds the relevant text to the link. As can be seen, all the errors are gone. Let's analyze the page again and see how we are doing. As can be observed, our accessibility score has increased to 94%. Congratulations, you are doing great. The remaining issues on the accessibility status are the design issues. Always ensure your headings are set sequentially from H1 to H6. Also, your background and text should have a good contrast ratio to be visible. You can always check the correct color patterns to be used online for your designs. Lastly, we are going to tackle the performance issue. It will require some effort, but it's worth it. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel to help it grow. I would appreciate it a lot. Thank you. So, let's address this performance issue. Performance issues affect the mobile and desktop independently. You can see that on desktop our web page is performing well, but on mobile it is not. Let's see how we can go about this. To address this first point, we must convert all our images from JPG to webp. We can use this online platform to achieve that, anywebp.com/convert to webpp. Drop all your images into the input field and click Convert All Images. This will convert all images to WebP and download a zip file containing all the images. Unzip all the files in your project image folder. Rename this folder to the name of your choice. Let's call it WebP. The next step is updating the extension for all the images in our HTML file. Use Ctrl+Find to find all the occurrences of JPG and replace it with WebP. Also the event of PNG and replace it with WebP. Next, let's update the path for all images. Find images/ and replace it with images/webp/, the new directory containing the WebP images. Next, we need to update the background images set by CSS. Head over to your CSS file and perform the same operation as you have just done. Now let's analyze the web page to see our progress. As seen, our performance has improved to 85%. On the desktop side, the score has gone to 97%. That's great news, right? The next issues are issues that can be fixed by you with ease, like reducing unused CSS files, properly sizing images, and minifying your CSS and JavaScript files. Let me know how it goes when you fix the issues. Let's talk about caching, which can help in faster loading of static files. You can add the following code to your .htaccess file to achieve this. This code specifies what to cache and the duration of caching. You have the control to decide which files you want to cache and for how long. Another technique to improve loading time is enabling compression for your files. You can achieve this by adding the following line of code to your .htaccess file. If you're using PHP, you can use gzip compression. Here's how you can set it up. 1. rename the file to index.php instead of index.html. 2. Add these lines of code at the top of the script file to enable gzip compression. Set zlib output compression off so we can only use gzip compression to prevent conflicts. Specify the file types you want to compress in a list. 3. Check whether your server supports gzip compression. 4. If it does, check the file's content type to see if it is of the allowed compression type from the list you have set. If it is, use this code to start the gzip compression. That's it. The second last thing we are going to talk about today is loading images of different sizes that cater to device screen size for better performance. To achieve this, you need to use srcset instead of src for photos and media queries to set up specific elements' background images. Let me show you what I mean by that. I am going to use this image for illustration. Assume you have set a small and large picture that should be loaded on a div depending on the screen size. Using srcset, you can specify at which width the smaller and larger images will be loaded. We can load the smaller image on devices with a width of up to 480px and the larger picture for anything larger. We are assuming that this is the small image and this is the larger image. You can set as many breakpoints as you wish, separated by commas, to cater to different screen sizes. Let us observe the result on the browser. When we use a small screen, the first image is loaded, while the second is loaded if we use a larger screen. This technique improves the performance of mobile devices by loading smaller images, reducing the page load time. To achieve the same effect for background images, you must use media queries. Let me show you how to accomplish that. Suppose we want to use different background images for this section on different screen sizes. First, we set the default background image for the element. After that, we place the media query to monitor the page size to specify which image to load on a particular screen size. You can set as many breakpoints as you wish, but we will use the 2 breaking points for this tutorial. Observe the output on the browser. As can be seen, we have achieved the same effect as using srcset. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to help it reach other developers in need. Thank you. Before I forget, here is a challenge for you. It would be best if you implemented lazy loading of images using Intersection Observer to increase your web page loading speed. Let everyone in the comment section learn how you achieved it so that we can all benefit. As an appreciation for reaching this point, I will give you bonus points for increasing your web page's SEO score. First, ensure your page has a title between 30 and 60 characters. Also, ensure that your web page has a canonical link. A web page needs a canonical link to avoid duplicate content issues. It specifies the preferred URL for search engines, preventing SEO issues and ensuring accurate ranking. Also, include the open graph tags on your page. OG meta tags are HTML tags used for structured data in web pages. They enhance how content appears when shared on social media platforms like Facebook or Twitter. Also, submit your website on search engines like Google and Bing. And lastly, ensure that you enable your robots.txt file to allow the web crawlers to crawl your site for indexing. That's it. That's all you need to know about search engine optimization. If you have any ideas that I have left out, please add them in the comment section below for everyone to learn from you. Thank you for sticking to the end. The source code for this project is linked in the video description. Feel free to use it for whatever reasons you may have. Thank you once again. Until next time.